Buckle up because Christmas has come early. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much got me eye, and oh my goodness, yes, Christmas has indeed come early, because after Prince Harry failed big time last week in the High Court, the judge has now ordered him to pay approximately £50,000 to the Mail on Sunday after losing the first battle in this particular libel case. Now, bear in mind, I went through the summary judgment as to what the judge exactly said about this case yesterday in the live stream. So if you missed that live stream, watch it back. In the meantime, this is the update. Hazza, you lost. You gotta now pay the Mail on Sunday £50,000. I tell you something, right? I can hear the plates breaking right now in Montecito Royale. Megsy will be proper pissed with our Hazza, because Megsy don't want to be paying the media £50,000. Well, the media that she hates anyway. Prince Hazza wouldn't want to pay media that he hates £50,000, but the judge be like, yeah, you gotta pay. Oh my goodness, indeed. Now, he has been ordered to pay this as part of damages after he lost an attempt to strike out part of the paper's defence in the libel case. Now, he's got many libel cases going on at the moment towards many different newspaper conglomerates. This one in particular is the Associated Newspaper Limited, otherwise known as ANL, that owns the likes of Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, etc. Now, this is all, for this particular case, over an article about his current legal battle, yeah, keep up guys, with the Home Office concerning his security arrangements in the UK. Hazard's not happy that the Home Office ain't giving Megsy and him and the family the security that he wants, basically, is the gist of it all. And so the judge in particular here has ordered Prince Harry to pay exactly £48,447 in legal costs after his failed challenge. Last week, High Court Judge Mr. Justice Nicklin ruled that ANL can proceed with the, quote, honest opinion defence in the libel case, with Harry suing the news group over a February 2022 article about the government's decision to strip him of taxpayer-funded security after relocating to the US. Now, what is this honest opinion defence? Again, go back to my live stream from yesterday. I go through it in a lot of detail, but in a nutshell, from my understanding, the honest opinion defence is this: that you, me, honest person, right, would read that article and would come to the same conclusion as what the article is reporting on. That's pretty much the gist of it, right? Hazard tried to throw that argument out. Hazard tried to stop ANL, Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, from using that argument at trial. And the judge is like, no, mate, denied. And now you got to pay him £50,000 for the privilege. You can't make this shit up, guys. And so Mr. Justice Nicklin argued that Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday actually had a real prospect of arguing its position with this whole honest opinion defence situation, and that the case should go to trial, and that now Harry must pay the newspaper this particular amount by the 29th of December. So as the clock's ticking, pay up. Now, lawyers for Hazard argued that the original article, of course, they're going to say this, was libelous, calling it an attack on his honesty and integrity. Now, the story, in particular, the article, was titled How Prince Harry Tried to Keep His Legal Fight with the Government Over Bodyguards a Secret. Then, just minutes after the story broke, his PR machine tried to put a positive spin on the dispute. Now, his counsel said that the news article suggested that Hazard had lied and tried to keep details of his legal battle to reinstate his police protection secret from the public. Now, he also tried to argue that he didn't just for the first time offered to pay for police protection after this article was released. He's trying to argue that no, I offered to pay for police protection myself at the Sandringham summit just before Megxit, right, when he had that high-level meeting with the late Queen, the then Prince Charles and Prince William. But guess what? The argument goes out of the water. Why? Because even if he did make that offer at the summit, that was only in front of the royal family that don't have control over that anyway. It's the government that makes the decision, in particular the Ravick Committee. And to our knowledge, no one in the government, especially from the Ravick Committee, was there. Now, A&L countered his claim with their lawyers arguing it expressed an honest opinion and did not cause serious harm to Harry's reputation. And in written submissions, Hazard's lawyer, Justin Rushbrook KC, argued that the newspaper's defence should be thrown out because it, quote, rests upon two provably false premises relating to a press statement released by Hazard when he made the legal challenge. What I said earlier on. You know, Hazard is arguing, no, I made the suggestion to pay for police protection before you sent out that article. Well, the evidence that's in front of us at the moment is suggesting otherwise. Now, Harry is challenging the Royalty and VIP Executive Committee, otherwise known as Ravick, their decision not to grant him automatic police protection in the UK since stepping down and since Megxit happened. Now, let's be very clear on this, okay? Ravick hasn't taken away the police protection for Hazard, Megxit and their children altogether. What he has to do is, before he goes to the UK, he needs to submit an application 28 days beforehand to Ravick for them then to determine whether or not that particular visit they're going to get protection or not. So they're not taking it away entirely. Although, in my opinion, conspiracy theory or whatever, Prince Hazard is making out that they are. He's acting like they have, right? And think about it this way. Every single time he's come to the UK, has anything happened to him? No. And I will be extremely angry and irate if he actually wins this. Why? Because if he wins this, UK alter nerds, we have to foot the bill. Yeah, we have to pay for their protection every time they come to the UK. Yeah, start getting angry. The absolute audacity of Prince Harry to do this is absolutely insane, guys. Now, his statement read that the Duke first offered to pay personally for UK police protection for himself and his family in January of 2020 at Sandringham. But again, like I said earlier on, that was at the Sandringham summit. There was no government representation there from what we know of. So him offering it to the royal family means nothing because the royal family don't make the decision. It's Ravick, the committee, that's a governmental entity. That's who he has to go to. Not the royal family. That offer was dismissed. He remains willing to cover the cost of security as not to impose on the British taxpayer. Yeah, right. However, Ravick in February 2022 said his offer of private funding notably was not advanced to the department in a document prepared for a preliminary hearing of the security claim. And the other thing that I've got a problem with in terms of Prince Harry saying that he's going to offer to pay for this particular type of security when it comes to UK is that, yeah, you don't buy the police. The police aren't for sale. The police aren't for hire. That then is just an absolute slippery slope. Then what? The police are only going to serve and protect to those that can afford it? That's a major slippery slope. And that's the precedent that Prince Hazard wants to actually set for the UK. I don't think so. Now, the Mail on Sunday described this as a crushing rebuttal to Harry's initial public statement that implied he had always been willing to foot the bill, while adding that the press statement issued on behalf of the Duke confused the media and misinformed the public. Now, at the hearing back in March, Rushbrook KC said it was absolutely obvious that Harry's statement makes no claim that the claimant, the Duke, made an offer to Ravick or the Home Office, or that his judicial review proceedings were to challenge a refusal to accept it. Meanwhile, Andrew Caldecott KC for Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, said the attempt to dismiss its honest opinion defence without trial was wholly without merit, adding that Harry's case against his client is built on sand. further saying the claimant was responsible for press statements that said he would pay for security when he had never expressed any willingness to pay until after the judicial review. A hearing dealing with the consequences of Mr. Justice Nicklin's summary, when I could get my teeth back in, and his judgment decision had been listed for Tuesday, but he said in his written order that hearing would not now take place, and instead delivering the ruling on the summary judgment application a day after the High Court finished hearing Harry's claim on the decision of the Ravik situation. It says, which comes under the department's remit, to change the degree of his personal protection was unlawful and unfair. Now, a different judge's decision in that case is expected at a later day between Hazza and Ravik. But, oh my goodness, after all of that, the judge is like, look, I'm not going to throw out the honest opinion defence for Mail on Sunday, Daily Mail. They can use that defence in the trial for next year. So, Hazza, you lose. Oh, secondly, Hazza, you doubly lose because now you've got to pay them, the media that you really, really hate, nearly £50,000 in damages. Woo! That's got to sting for Hazza and Megzi. Christmas has indeed come early. With that being said, if you appreciate this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Prince Hazza losing big time in court and having to pay 50k nearly to media that he hates, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.